got time. I haven't heard from him, dude. Just go back. Yes, sir. That's how you doing? Okay, I'll start it up. Don't worry about it. Difference of both or just one? Yeah, I don't know about what you said. This is the racist. Ask me. This is racist. Donaldson's dad broke 50%. Making an absolute kill. Yeah, but he's going full board.
Welcome, Eagle fans. We are streaming live from Family Sports, home of the Colorado Avalanche practice facility. Saturday night hockey, Screaming Eagles versus the Wolverines. Wolverines coming off actually a pretty good game against Denver East last night, only dropping the score 3-2. So Wolverines looks like they've coming on a little bit after the Eagles took care of business against them a couple weeks ago, 8-2. So we'll see what kind of matchup we got tonight. Screaming Eagles coming off a fantastic come-from-behind victory last night against the Stars up in Fort Collins. So hopefully they'll be buzzing again tonight. They had a slow start last night, but got some power plays in the third period and took care of business. So Saturday night, ready to roll here. We got about 20 seconds left in the warm-ups, and we will be underway. Goalie change for tonight. Looks like Ryan Havikas is going to get the assignment between the pipes. And there's the buzzer, so teams will clean up the pucks, and we'll get underway here shortly. Thanks to everybody for the athletic gear donations. I did the drop-off this morning down at Ball Arena for the Precious Child fundraiser. We had a lot of great gear, a lot of hockey gear, some golf gear, some lacrosse gear, and the charity was extremely happy from all the donations from the Valor family. So thank you to everybody. We'll get starting lineups here in a minute. Looks like the Charles, Sorensen, Fisher line will be our starting forwards. O'Donnell and Foy. I think they're going to start out as a defensive pair. Our Screaming Eagles are ready to go. They're waiting for the Wolverines. I'll tell you folks, one thing I liked about last night, and this is rare for CPHL, we actually had 2 ref and 2 linesmen. But back down here, it's just going to be 2 refs. But we are about underway here for the puck drop. Fisher's going to settle in. Wolverines giving a thunderclap, and we are on the way. Wolverines control the action. They're going to dump it down deep. Foy's going to go in and play that. He gets pinched up there by number 26. A couple other Eagles down there to help pitchfork it out. O'Donnell gets it, tries to slap it up to Sawyer, or actually Charles. Charles has got a backhand pass over to Fisher, just goes over his stick, and the Wolverines are going to dump it back down. O'Donnell's going to give chase. He's got it in the far circle. Cross-size pass intercepted there by the Wolverines, and they're going to send it all the way back down to the dasher. Looks like half their line's going to go off for a change. Charles has got it, rolls off his stick, goes up to the red line, and the Wolverines are going to we're going to send it all the way down. Havikas, ooh, nice little back pass there. Avoids the forecheck, gets it up to Sutter. Sutter tried to chip it up through the neutral zone, and Wolverines are going to dump it back down again. Foy's got it. He's going to hammer it back down off the boards. Deep's going to take control. Turnover there as he gets pinched against the boards. Going to get some help there from Foy. Oh, let's see. Somebody got spilled. Looks like, I don't know if that was deep or not, but he got crammed against the boards there. Wolverines in the defensive zone, banging off the boards. They're going to send it down. It looks like the Wolverines are content to just try to get it deep every single play. They've got it. Cross-ice pass there, fed up to, let's see, that's deep. He's got Sutter on his right. Sutter's got it, looks to take a shot. Glove save. First shot on the goal there for Screaming Eagles. No problem there for the Wolverine goaltenders. He scoops that one up. And we got 15:34 here left in the first. Face off here to the left of the Wolverines goaltenders. Kanapari line's coming out. Got Tarbert to the left. He's got Bevan to the right. Tarbert helps out on the face-off. Gets a list check there. Wolverines are going to pick up that loose puck, get it into the neutral zone. So Kanapari was going to play it, but he's going to let Coffey play that. Actually, no, that was a MacKinnon. Bevan's got it. It's going to soft shot in there. Routine save there for the Wolverines goaltender. 15-17 here left in the first. We'll redo the face-off there just to the left of the Wolverines goaltender. Kanapari settles in. Gets himself another face-off win. Tarbert picks up the loose puck top of the circle. Shot by Gogol just off the side of the iron. And he's going to try to keep that in as Tarbert's going to take his D spot. Wolverines trying to face up Gogol. Another shot goes left of the post. And MacKinnon's not able to keep it in, so he's going to retreat back here to the D zone. Just settle up behind the goal. He's got a forechecker on him. Leaves it there behind the goal. Wolverine player comes in. He gets scooped up there. I think that was Kanapari that swooped in and thwarted that attempt. Lead pass there for Bevan. Bevan just tips it out in the neutral zone. Tarbert's going to get on the forecheck here. We're going to get a late call. I didn't see the call was behind the play. Someone's going off into the... Let's see if someone's going off the penalty box or not. Yep. It's going to be a power play opportunity here for the Screaming Eagles. So the refs saw a cross-check there behind the goal line. And at 14:44, power play unit comes out. Baker's going to take the draw. Got Sorensen to his left. Fisher to his right, backed up by Deep and Charles. Screaming Eagles deploying the 5-forward strategy. Comes back to Deep. Deep sends it back to Charles. Charles takes a look. Going to get it back over to Sorensen. Sorensen top of the circle. Sends it down low. Gets it over to Fisher. Fisher to Charles. Charles surveying the area. No shooting lane. Gets it back over to Sorensen. Sorensen pirouette. Gets it back over to Charles. Charles at the top at the point position. And rips one. Nice save there by the Wolverines goaltender. Here's another shot. Second save there. Wolverines pick up the loose puck, and they're going to send him packing all the way down. Havikos paddles that. Let's see, he's going to send it over to Deep, a little bit in front of him. And, yep, Wolverine player gets to it. He tries to jam it down. Good forecheck there by the Wolverines player to take some time off the Screaming Eagles power play. Charles gets it back over to Deep, and they're going to reset here. Sorensen over to Charles. Charles got ahead of steam here, makes one man miss, crosses the blue line, looking for a pass. Going to send it back to the point over to Deep. Deep takes a look, looks for a shot, sends it over to Sorensen. Sorensen top of the start, takes a shot. Too many bodies in front, and Wolverines clear with a rolling puck down here into the D zone. Charles has got it. 50 seconds left in the Screaming Eagles power play. 13:31 here in the first. No score yet. Sorensen makes his first man miss, gets it behind the goal line. Looking for that centering pass. Looking for Baker. Drop pass there to Sorensen. Block shot there by the Wolverines. Wolverines doing a pretty good job here on the penalty kill. And Sorensen better be careful. Yep. Forechecker gets in there, creates a little bit of havoc. 23 seconds left in the power play. Charles makes his first man miss. He's going to make a second man miss. They got a 3-on-2 break here. Charles is going to walk it in by himself. Gets minimum slow down a little bit in that far circle, and that's enough for the Wolverines to send it all the way back down. 7 seconds. Not sure they got enough time for another rush. Tarbert's got it. He's going to try to get it up ice. Hits one of his teammates coming right out of the penalty, or right out of the bench. But I don't think they're going to get in the O-zone in time. Sutter's got it in the neutral zone. Makes one man miss, but turns it over. Stretch pass there for the Wolverines. They get it into the O-zone. O'Donnell's got it on his backhand. Goes behind the goal. Tries to send it up to Bevan. Bevan's going to collect that. Looking for a cross-ice pass. Oh, looking for Tarbert. Hit a Wolverines player before he could reach now. Tarbert's in there on the forecheck. Tries to pin his man against the board, but there's no other winger on the other side, so the Wolverines collect that easily. Send it up in the neutral zone. Got it to Bevan. Bevan's going to, nice block pass there by the Wolverines. Keep it in the Eagles defensive zone. Bevan's got it again. Tries a lead pass up to Kanapari, or actually up to, it's up to Sutter. Not much on it. O'Donnell's going to send it back around. Bevan's going to get another chance here to try to clear it. He gets pinned against the boards, but that's enough for Sutter to get ahead of steam here. But he's going to be on by himself. Tries to get a shot off as the rest of the line change tries to complete here. Bodine comes in, tries to slow things down for the Wolverines. He's got it on the blue line, makes one man miss, but the Wolverines are going to be able to clear that pretty easily. And what's the call here? Now we're going to get a trip. So looks like the Wolverines are going off again. Another great opportunity for the Screaming Eagles to try to get on the board. It's a second penalty there for the Wolverines. I don't know if we got a replay on that or not. I was looking for the call. Oh, sorry, my technical crew says no penalty, no replay on that. So we'll go left of the Wolverines goalie here as the first line power play comes out. See if they can get a little bit better organized this time. Fisher settles in, wins now. Probably a neutral draw there, but picked up by Eagle forward. Charles has got it at the top of the point, sends it down low to Fisher. Fisher going to kick it back to Sorensen. Sorensen makes one man. It's going to walk in right on the dot. Gets to Fisher. Give and go play. Nice stop by the Wolverines goaltender. Pretty sweet setup there. Deep's got it here in the close point. Gets it over to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Deep. Deep over to Charles. Oh, it was in his skates. I think he's going to one time now. He's going to take a look there. Had that far post just a little bit outside. Fisher's got it at the far corner. He sends it up. It's going to hit Deep on that. Charles is looking. Actually, Sorensen at the point. Sits it over to Deep. Deep takes his time. Sends it back over. Comes back to Charles. Charles over to Sorensen there. Charles is going to rip one here. Goes a little bit high and probably a little bit left of the goaltender. Eagles still control the action. You got a 1:02 left in the power play. Fisher's got it behind the goal line. Nobody on him. Casually passes it out to the point. Sorensen fakes the rip. Goes down to the circle. Gets covered pretty well. Fisher's got it. He's got Charles. Charles is going to take a rip block shot. There's a man right in front of him. Charles now at the top of the circle. Looking, let's see, he's going to go to, nope, he's going to back over to Deep. Deep back over to Charles. Charles is going to walk down the slot, leaves it for Sorensen. Sorensen at the top of the circle, back over to Charles. Charles is going to rip one here. Looks like he might have hit somebody up front. Misses the net. Fisher's down here below the goal. He's going to try to push up to Sorensen. And the Wolverines, it looks like they're sort of collapsing here into their box position. Sort of letting the outside shots go. Here's another rip, and that's way over the crossbar. And that's going to hit the dasher and go all the way around. About 15 seconds here left in the power play. A full line change here as Havikos leaves it. We got time maybe for one more rush. Kane gets over to Tarbert. Tarbert over to King. He's going to send it down deep. Sutters are going to be the first man here on the forecheck. Tries to bounce it out over to Coffey. He's going to get some help from, I think that's Bevan. Can't tell here right now. Walks it around the circle. Tries to create some room. Tarbert's going to try to pinch that. Keeps it in. Gets checked off the puck. Puck comes around here to the close dasher in front of us on our blind spot. Sutter tried to corral it. Tarbert with the forecheck, and looks like Kane knocked it out. I don't know if that was going to be icing or not. That's going to be called a high stick. Correct call by the ref. With 9:02 here in the first, we are still knotted up at 0. Eagles have had a couple power play looks here, but haven't really gotten any shots on goal so far. At least on the power plays. They had a couple good rips 5-on-5. But the Wolverines goaltenders been pretty solid tonight. We'll get a shot update here in a second. Face off here to the right of Havikos. One there by the Wolverines. Gonna try to jam it down low. Looks like Coffey punched that up enough for there's a stick that came way over the glass. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but somebody, I think that was Baker, lost his stick over the glass. So that's a souvenir for some fan down there. I haven't seen that in a long time. Wolverines bring it up ice, cross the red line. They're going to dump it down. Glove down there by Fisher. Knocks it out of the air. Wolverines get it out to the point. They're looking for a rip. Soft shot in. More of a shot pass maybe. Not a lot on it. Wolverines backhanded around the goal. Reverse action here. Tries a centering pass. Get it out to the point, and that's going to cross the blue line. Let's see if O'Dane can. Well, Wolverines are content to send that back down. Looks like Bauer had a beat on him. Clearing pass. Looks like Sorensen's going to pick that up. It's going to bang it off hard off the boards. Now the Eagles got some momentum here. Fisher's got it. He's going to try to split the defenders. No call. That's probably about the right. Defender played him pretty well on that. Wolverines break it out. Puck rolls off the Wolverine forward. Oh, made Foy miss there. He might get a rip here. He does. Goes wide right of the cage, though. And the Eagles are able to clear out to the neutral zone, but Wolverines dump it back down. Delayed offsides. Finally waved off. O'Donnell tried to get it up to Charles, and that's going to end up over the glass. Brought the same spot where the stick ended up. I haven't seen that stick been returned to Baker yet. Hope somebody doesn't walk away with that $300 piece of lumber. Did you see the stick come back over? I haven't yet. I need to see. I had to send one of the parents down there to get Baker's stick. So someone might walk away with it. Yeah, I can't see it. Wolverines goaltender plays it behind. Played it dangerously behind his own goal. There's a backhand shot there. Almost went in. And who had that backhanded shot? I want to see that again if we could. Here's the look. Again, that might have been Tarbert. Oh, just off the side of the post. I don't think the goalie saw that. Boy, 2 more inches and that was going in. Down a crossover to Foy. Tried to hit Tarbert down there. Back check, or some forechecking down there by Conapari and Bevan. Wolverines content swinging around the dasher, kept in there by Foy. Getting some help from Bevan and Conapari. But the Wolverines are going to come away with that. They got some time and space here to set up their breakout. They do. Hey, at least they get it to the neutral zone. Swing and a miss there by number 7. So he's going to content to jam it down below. Ricocheted off a Foy stick. He goes in for the check. He's going to get help there. I think that's either Sutter or Conapari. His blue gloves. It's either one of them. Conapari tried to get it. Tarbert tried to swing it up. Not allowed on that. Great. That's a dangerous clear. Didn't have enough on that. He's trying to get the Conapari. Good idea. See if he gets an earful from the coach on that. No, not too much. But good stop there by Ryan. 6:37 here left in the first. And we're going to see the Baker line. My guess is he's got a new stick. Eagles control the faceoff. Sutter makes one man miss. Lead pass there for Deep. Deep crosses the blue line. Hammers it down. Sutter going in for the forecheck. See if he gets control of it. Does get it over to Baker. Tries to make one man miss, but gets stood up there on the close dot. Deep's going to take a shot. Not much on it. Kick save there by the Wolverines goaltender. Gogol goes back to try to fish it out. Deep's got it. Gets tied up there on the boards. He's going to get some help from a running mate there. It's like Baker and MacKinnon are going to come over there, try to pitchfork that out. McKinnon's got it. Gets it. Well, didn't get it across, but Sutter, I thought Sutter's going to be able to clear it. It gets taken off his stick, so Gogol's going to go down there. Gets knocked off his skates into the boards. Lead pass there for Baker. He had a beat on it, but the remaining defender for Wolverines pick it up. And he's got a head of steam here. Good fancy skating across the blue line. And turned it right over. And the Eagles are going to be able to get a little maybe run out of this. Puck's rolling off the defender for the Wolverines. They're going to have to reset here. Eagles caught in a line change here. See if they can recover fast enough. McKinnon's down there. Centering pass wide open in the slot. Just missed the forward that was dropping down, and the puck's going to end up into the Screaming Eagles bench with 5:17 here left in the first. Still all knotted up at 0. All right, face off to the left here of Havikos. We're going to see this. The Fisher line's going to come out here. Sorensen and Charles to his right. Coffey, and I'm guessing that's King. Going to be our D here. Face off one by the Wolverines. Here comes the shot. Oh, and a rip from the top of the point. And the Wolverines are going to strike first. Let's take a look at that. I don't know if Ryan was screened on that, but a clean face-off win by the Wolverines. Settles it down. Point takes the shot. It looked like there was a couple of people still right in the face-off dot. There's the goalie cam. See if Ryan's looking to try to get around. Looks like Coffey made it, crossed over his eyesight as well. So 3 or 4 bodies, and good shot there by the Wolverines, and they're going to get on the scoreboard first. About 5:10 left here in the first. All right, Fisher line remains out. So let's say a whiff there by the Wolverine player. Couldn't get the clear. Kane passes down below. Centering pass was looking good, but intercepted there by the Wolverine. Kane's going to take another look here. Soft shot in. Ricocheted up on the top of Beaudain's stick. Rolled up into the netting. Coffey's going to keep that one in, and he's going to send another shot, but there's absolutely no shooting lane that time. Puck still kept in by Charles and Beaudain. Beaudain's got it. Tries to feather it down. Charles has got it by himself. Backhand and scores. So a couple of errant turnovers there by the Wolverines, and Charles made him pay. Here's the replay. Puck gets sent down. And yeah, it looks like he just picked his pocket. The Wolverines defender wasn't even looking, didn't even realize he had a forward behind him. That's a play where your goaltender or your running mate's got to call that out. So there's the pick, and then the easy backhand. No real chance there for the goaltender. So we're all knotted up at 1. 4:31 here left in the first. And we'll see the Baker line come outside to his right. Imagine Deep's to his left. Puck's loose there in the dot, going to be picked up by Baker. He swings it back over to Foy. He swings it over to O'Donnell. Gets it up to Baker. Not enough in the dump in as the Wolverines going to. Oh, intercepted there by Sutter there at the point. Bad clear by the Wolverines. See if they're going to. Yep, they picked up the loose puck though. Foy's going to have a good chase here. He's got a man all over his back, and oh, there's going to be a penalty there. It's going to be a hook. Oh, I imagine. See who they're going to get for that. I think that was behind the play. I think Deep's going off for the hook here at 4:03. I didn't see that. I'm going to ask my technical. Did you see that one? That was way behind the play, wasn't it? Because it was Foy and a Wolverine up on the goal line. So behind the play, Deep gets called for a hook. And the Screaming Eagles are going to be on the penalty kill here for the first time tonight. So it looks like O'Donnell, say MacKinnon are your defenders. See Fisher out there, and Charles will be the forwards on the penalty kill. Foy gets double teamed behind the boards. Wolverine's going to gain control here as Charles gave chase to the point. Foy comes over. There's to pin his man up. Wolverines can take a rip here, and good block there by Havikos. Loose change though in front of the slot. Here goes another shot, and looks like blocker saved by Havikos. Pushes it up. On the knees, the Wolverine player tried to send it over to his roommate. Fisher's going to get over to Charles. Charles has got 1 minute to beat. He's got a trailer. Rip. Nice save there by the Wolverines goaltender. Shot up high, about neck level. Wolverines bring it up with, it's like Charles all over the Wolverine player. Got a stick dislodged from him too. Wolverines do get it deep though. Send it around the goal. That's going to be picked up by, it's like that's, let's see, that's Coffee. Slams it all the way down. No, it's MacKinnon. So MacKinnon with a nice full clear. Screaming Eagles trying to create some pressure. 55 seconds left in the Wolverines penalty, or then power play. Stretch pass there by the Wolverines, and now they're going for a line change. They got the puck in deep, but Screaming Eagles banging off the glass. Get it up to Sorensen. Sorensen looking, trying to make a couple man meet. He's in all by himself. Had 3 people all over him, and the Wolverines are about ready to enter the O-zone. They do. They get a successful dump in. Gogo's going to give chase here. He gets nailed in the back. Wolverines calm the puck down. 25 seconds left in their power play. Centering pass there at the top. Oh, shot blocked there by Sorensen. Puck's in deep. Oh, one of the defenders, there was Gogo fanned on it, but they're still able to finally clear it out. They're going to go for wholesale change here. 4 fresh Screaming Eagles out with about 5 seconds left. It's going to be Coffee, Bevan, Bodine, and King. All right, so we'll see Deep out here in 2 seconds with 2:04 here left in the first. All knotted up in one O-zone draw to the left of the Wolverines goaltender. Bevan's going to take this draw. He's got Coffee behind him, King on the other side. Looks like the puck ping-ponged off the ref, and the Wolverines are going to get control here. They finally get it in deep. King's got it, makes a couple moves. Ricochets off to the center, but Baker's going to clean that up. He's going to lead pass there over for Bodine. Bodine tried to get a shot off, but he had a trailer all over him. He's battling down there. Gets a couple whacks at it. Tries to kick it up to the defender, but Wolverines are able to clear here with 1:32 left in the first. Stars trying to reset here. Good forecheck there by Baker. Baker trying to create some havoc. They're going to get some help with Coffee, but Wolverines are going to pick that up. Nice poke check there by King. And puck's going to remain there at center ice. Bevan's going to come in. He gets it deep. Baker giving chase. At Bodine on his right, going to try to help out. Wolverines reverse it. Bevan's going to dive in. See if he can create a centering pass. I think that was Bevan that may have created that, but Bodine had a nice wind-up shot on it. He's going to go. He's going to go off. I don't know if he's okay or not. Looked like he was limping a little bit, but Wolverines got it. Lead pass in here. Come in. Tarbert tried to break that up. Wolverines get it deep. Couple of hits there for Coffee. Puck comes out here to the point. 44 seconds left here in the first. Screaming Eagles unable to clear. Tarbert's going to have to give chase here. Let's see if they're going to call something. Resch blew it dead. I didn't see his arm go up. There was some hitting back and forth. So we're waiting for the call here. See who they tag on this. Might be two. Looks like it's going to be matching penalties. King's going off and number 5 for the Wolverines going off. So we'll stay 5-on-5 with 35 seconds left. We'll get the probably roughing calls, I'm guessing. All right, Conapari settles in for the draw. Purchase and Tarbert are out there along with O'Donnell. I'll get the other forward here in a minute. Puck's loose in the dot. Tarbert comes out to the point to challenge him. Lift check there. Oh, nice play by Tarbert. Gets it out of the zone. So he's kept with the play and finally got it out. Wolverines get it back down. O'Donnell's got a lead pass there for Purchase. Purchase tried to give and go to himself, but got stood up there by the Wolverine player. Wolverine stretch pass, and they're able to tip it. Well, looks like they tipped it into the Screaming Eagles bench. So we'll get a stoppage here with about 15 seconds left. No change. Center ice draw. Well, looks like we're going to give the top line here maybe a chance to win a face-off and get a quick rush here. Fisher takes the draw, and puck's loose at the dot. Charles backed it to O'Donnell. Lead pass there for Charles. They're able to get it deep, but I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get anything done. O'Donnell tried to pick up it loose at the point. 2 seconds left here in the period. And that's going to do it for the first period, folks. All knotted up at 1. No, we're probably going to get the ice cut here between the second and third period. So we're going to take a 1-minute break, and I'm going to turn it over to my colleague here, Brian Bodine. He's going to take the rest of the call. So once again, Screaming Eagles 1, Wolverines 1, back in about 90 seconds.
Picking up the action here in the second period. Announcer change, putting in the understudy. Tarbert was all over the mic. Thanks for filling in. Had a little bit of a mishap on the way to the rink, so Tarbert was there. Great broadcast, and I'll pick it up and hope I can emulate the job that he did in the first half. But here we are, tied 1-1. Starting off the Fisher line here. Sorensen and Mattis Charles draws one back to Foy. Foy working. Here's Horn Sorensen, scoops it way wide and long. Managed to keep in, Foy keeps it in. Fisher's gonna circle, he's got some time. Plenty of time at the puck. Sorensen gets one off. Save goalie. O'Donnell, that's who it is. He pitches it to, oh no, back to O'Donnell. It's like the boys were on a power play there. I had to do a couple double checks to make sure it was 5-on-5. They were having their way. That is that first line of the Eagles, real tough. Foy from O'Donnell just gets past Charles. Good outlet pass, but to Bodine, he's trying to chip it through. He doesn't quite get it through. It's Boblin, puck with bounce and gives some body. Back to Maddox. Can't quite get it in. There's a few guys working for it. Now it's chipped up, and this number 21's on a break. In on Hamakost. Oh my goodness gracious, it had a wide open net, and he misses it. Holy cow, Hamakost has gone one way, and he had sort of given up on it. Now an outlet pass up to Purchase, and oh my goodness gracious, that was crazy going back and forth on that. The kid had a wide open goal. Hamakost had already just like predetermined it was a goal, and the kid missed it. And then going the other way is a big long stretch pass to Purchase. He connects, and the goalie comes way out to play it. Holy moly. All right, now we got Baker out there with Purchase and Bodine. Oh my goodness gracious, that was some action. Gogol's on the blue line working with MacKinnon. Good work by Purchase going one way to clog that up. It's kept in. Perch has it. He's looking, needs some support. Nobody was there. Closest was MacKinnon, and he was a little bit out of the play, covering his eye, and that is just sent down the ice. That was a peculiar play, but changed the boys up. Wow. That kid had the break, a sharp angle break, and made a move on Hamakost. He was kind of frozen. I still can't believe that kid just backhanded it wide of the net. But enough of that. Now we're on to the new line. Here's Canapari working with Tarbert and Bevan. Draws one back, played by Chap. Sealed up by Tarbert. Good job sealing him off there on the side. MacKinnon aids with some support. So does Bevan. Leaves it a little bit lopsided on that side. So there's no guys, and now they're going the other direction, and that's another ice. This sloppy play, some good ideas, and could turn them loose for some scoring opportunities, but wow. Crazy stuff going on here. Just 2 minutes in, not even 2 minutes. Offsetting penalties, the King and Logan Smolinski are over with, and so now we'll play 5-on-5. Still with those two boys out of the box. Draws one by Tarbert. He's loose. Good shot by Tarbert. Oh, big juicy rebound. Bevan can't tee that up. Holy moly, good shot. I think Tarbert tried to go 5-hole on that, and juicy rebound right out to Bevan, and I don't know what happened. It goes off a stick. Bevan gets another shot at it. He kicks it in, comes in with Tarbert. Those two are at it again. Goes all the way back down. No, icing's waved off. MacKinnon's gonna. He's got some time. Outlet pass, good one-touch pass, but that's actually dangerous. Oh my goodness, Bevan with the bit of a dangerous pass is the right idea. Now Gogol's gonna bring the play up. He gets sealed off by that guy, but gets the puck in, not quite deep enough, and now here comes Chap and sends it off the ref, right to Bevan. He turns and fires up into that netting that's in the rafters. Wow. So some fast play here that we've seen. We'll see Baker back out there with Bodine and Purchase. Coffey working with King. On the point, Baker in the faceoff circles, one back by Chap. They chip it to nobody. Oh, Purchase had it there, but he didn't look up. Bodine was streaking. Good move there. Now the boys are fighting the back. Kicks out to Baker. He's back there. He needs some support. He's got some time. He's got Bodine behind him. Circles back. It's like they're on a power play. And Baker passes it into the stick. That was a peculiar play there too. All that time, and then turns it over. Sent back down in. King gets there, and he's going to rim it around. Now the boys could have numbers going the other way. There's Baker. He's got Purchase as a trailer. Gets around one to Purchase, and he tries to drag it around, and it's still loose, and that's a goal! Holy cow! Never gives up on the play. I think that's Bodine that just taps it in. Holy cow. That is just, I thought there was going to be a penalty. The puck was loose. Apparently the ref was right there, and he didn't blow it dead. Good play by the ref. We got a replay right here. The ref is looking at it, and Bodine taps it in, and now they say no goal. I do not know what just happened there. Now they're saying it was covered up. He talked with the goalie for a while. Goalie looked behind him, stands up. Yeah, that's a peculiar call. Probably the right call, actually, but I'm not so sure. what happened. I'm here with rules expert Chris Tarbert having a look at it, and I don't know if he's shaking his head too. It looked like the right call. I'm not sure why it was called a goal in the first place, because it certainly wasn't loose, and then somebody came in and called it off. But back to the action, 1-1. And now Chap is going the other direction. Stretch pass, gets past O'Donnell, and that's going to be a nice. That's a weird one. That was actually the second time I can recall Bodine been involved in one of those tap-in goals. It's good to keep the puck pressure, but fortunately it was just a season game in the CPHL, not the championship overtime of the state CHASA finals. And that was a strange play. Draws one. McDonald. Oh, scored! And there's no question about that one. What a sweet play. Draws one. Back to O'Donnell. That set play. Over to Maddox. Tees it up for the 1-T. Great play. Oh, and Maddox, Charles, good work by Sorensen. I think that was in tight in his skates. He gets it over. Pops out to O'Donnell. Jackson O'Donnell sees Charles, and he does not wait. We've seen that before sometimes with some of the kids. I make the joke about counting the 3 Mississippi before they shoot, and he didn't count to any Mississippis before he let that one loose. So Maddox Charles, the great goal. All right, oh, now Baker bounces off one. Screaming Eagles take the lead 2-1 after that 1-T by Maddox Charles. I think from Hoyt Sorensen and Jackson O'Donnell. Sweet goal. Wow, back and forth action here. Baker out on this line with Deep and Sutter, so this line's consistent. We got Gogol working on the point with McKinnon. Draws one, controlled by the Eagles. Deep, drop pass to McKinnon, loses his stick, stays with it, tries to seal him off, but here goes Chap going the other way. Good job pushing him wide. Is Deep, and that puck is sent up at the deflection up into the netting and out of play. Canapari back out there now with Bevan and Tarbert. Good hard work by this line last time, actually. We still have McKinnon working with Gogol. Just tied up, and they come away with it, do the Eagles. Good job by Canapari. Puck's Bevan, a little bit of a tight pass. Right idea, finally gets it up. It's backhanded in by Tarbert, but deflection. It doesn't go all the way down to the corner. So Chap's able to get to it, but not out. Kept in, good job keeping it in. It's Bevan who was playing that point. Good job. Tarbert on the forecheck. He needs some support. A little bit of questionable support here, but good job. Speaking of support, the puck's loose in front. Oh, that shot is over the net by Canapari. King keeps it in, back down to Canapari, uses his body, takes a shot, his head goes right into the boards, no call. Deflects it in, Canapari's still working against that other kid that he had. Ooh, that's a big kid that he went toe-to-toe with, and they can't get it out. Tarbert from the slot, pad save, pretty easy save, but good shot by Tarbert. Ended up with the puck, and the puck squirts out. King's gonna play it, he's just gonna shoot it back in. Good ozone pressure here. Tarbert on the forecheck. Set up by that number 21 again. I think that's the kid who missed that empty net on the backhand. Now it's sent back down in. Chap's gonna try and get to it. Purchase tries the outlet pass to Baker, doesn't connect. Tarbert still on the ice. Long shift for Tarbert. They're able to get it in. Baker comes away with it. He's got Purchase with him. Baker, oh, good shot by Baker. Had a great angle on that, and that was labeled for that corner. But a good save by the Wolverine goalie. Yeah, we had a great angle on that. Baker came wide. Didn't really have an alternative. Perch was streaking with him, but probably the right play. King and Coffey on the line. Draws one back. Bodine chips it back to King. Good shot. Oh, good hard shot by King. And that looked like a Al McInnes bomb from the point. Good shot by King. Good pressure by the boys. They can't keep it in. It squeezes by. Now Coffey's in a foot race. 11 gets to it first. King, good pressure, get to it, gets some support by Purchase. Bodine tries to kick it out, he does. It was in his skates, he didn't see it. Now it's sent back in. Coffee has to get there. Good job with the body to protect too. Good job by Baker with some support, but the puck comes out and a shot by the Wolverines. Now it looks like they're on the power play. They're doing what they want. Backhanded in, covered up by Havikos. We'll probably see a line change, get some new bodies out there. Not the sharpest of shifts that time, I'm afraid. 2-1 Valor lead. Both goals coming from Maddox Charles. I guess no surprise there. He is just beating up the score sheet this season. Fisher line out there with the aforementioned Charles. There's King going for that stretch pass, but Maddox stopped going for whatever reason. He passed it up to Hoyt, but Hoyt had gone inside instead of outside. And that is chipped up in by Chap, and so the boys will all give chase. O'Donnell gets there first. Good hustle by O'Donnell. Oh, and Sorensen, good speed by Sorensen. Oh, good! Good quick 5-hole shot, and the goalie could not get down out of that butterfly in time. Once he finally got control of that puck, he just had a quick shot. You know, that goalie was playing that. I think that goalie's going to want that one over again. He actually had that 5-hole covered. Sorensen, great shot, tries to go 5-hole. Not sure how that went in, but went in it did, and we are the owners of a 3-1 lead approximately 7 minutes into the second period. Draws one back by Kanapari. Actually, I heard Tarbert on the call last night, and he was commenting, it seems like Kanapari was winning every single faceoff, and that was no different. Now it's a stretch pass, and the boys have numbers. Do the Wolverines, they go wide, shot, and that's a flubber, deflected up into the netting. I don't think that kid got all the wood on that one, and so it did not have enough meat to be any sort of threat to Havikos. Got a glimpse of our video crew there enjoying some of this music here at the home stadium of the Wolverines. And here comes Sutter. He gets out. He's got some speed. He goes wide, stops. The puck is chipped out, though. And he's no longer with it. Wolverines are there. Sent all the way up to the blue line. Kept in by MacKinnon. Good work. Oh, Sutter tries to get it up. And he gets it on net. It's the right idea there. He was working to try and get something in play and got it up to that Wolverines goalie. Thought maybe there'd be somebody streaking, but no such luck. Baker's back out there again, this time with Tarbert and Bevan. MacKinnon and Gogol on the point. 3-1, 9:25 left. Second period, draws one back, controlled by the Screaming Eagles. MacKinnon takes some body, bounces off of it. Good job by Baker. Pass, oh, he passed down low to Tarbert, maybe looking for the give and go, but Tarbert got tied up, and Baker's gonna go for a hook. Yeah, he didn't necessarily have to do that. Got a little excited with the stick in his hand. Now the boys need to touch up. Loose play there by the Wolverines, but they're trying to assemble with this 6-on-5, and that doesn't go too far. And now we will be back on the penalty kill, and that's got to be Baker for hooking, is my guess there. Got a little too frisky with the stick there, and he's called for a hook. We'll get to see Maddox, I assume, with Hoyt out there on the PK. .8:59 left, second period. All right, we got Maddox and Sorensen out there on the PK. Draws one back by the Eagles, controlled and sent all the way down. Good work by Hoyt on the forecheck. Man, he came down there with some real aggression. Now let's see if the Wolverines can set it up. They take their time, make the neutral zone. Pretty easy zone entry, but picked up by King. Good job by King. He intercepts, but now they're having trouble getting it out, but it's all right because O'Donnell is there. He sends it out. Now the Wolverines get a little lazy trying to, oh, and they get lucky and get it past Maddox Charles. Shot back down into the corner. Wolverines are going to try and set it up. Good job by Hoyt racing to get there, and there was Maddox with some support on the break. Oh, this kid's got all the time. He screened. Good save by Havikos. Shot might have been going wide, but that kid was set up in front. That's a big kid clogging up the front. Wolverines are going to set it up again. And Havikos is getting screened, so the Wolverines doing a good job of screening the goalie. Now it's chipped up, sent all the way back down. It's going to get to the goalie there at the same time as Maddox, so the goalie will cover it up. 52 seconds left in the penalty kill. So good puck ownership there by the Wolverines, but never really able to get any threatening shots. They had some good screens and some soft shots towards the net, looking for some deflections, but nothing was really able to get it through. We'll see Purchase and Bodine out there on the PK this time. Gogol and MacKinnon on the blue line. Draws one back, sent back in. Chews up some time. Now the boys need to be aggressive on the gap control here. Wolverines make the zone just easy as can be. Now the Screaming Eagles set up the passive box, PK. Bodine is just backing up and needs to pressure that puck, and that shot is wide. Havikos, I think, was screened again. Lazy play there by Bodine on the PK. Just can't keep backing up. Needs to come out and challenge that shot in the passive box. Now they seem to make the zone relatively easy again. Gets past one, though. Good stick. Great stick there by Gogol, breaking up that offensive. And now we're going to try and get some new killers out. We get one out. Purchase comes. No, Purchase is still out there as one of the D changes. King comes back out there. They bring it in again. Oh, penalty is over. They end up with it, and the kid fans on it. It's fortuitous. See if they can get a break going the other direction. Deflection. Baker sprinting. He's got, and what? That was a call, and that player fumbled on that, and Baker had a clear lane to the goal. That's a penalty. And now we'll get to see the boys back on the power play. 5 kids back on the power play. 6:46 left, and we'll get to see these 5 forwards go to work here. See if they can get another one and put some distance. The Wolverines look pretty sharp early. It's been a little bit loose the last few minutes or so, and I didn't see what happened on that penalty. All right, here comes the Screaming Eagles. Maddox having his way up at the top. He's got time again, down to Hoyt. Down low to Fish. Fish back to Maddox. Shot, pad save. Is trying to go 5-hole again. Back up to Maddox. And look at this passive box. Maddox has all the time. Waits. Now Hoyt's got time too. Oh my goodness, I thought he picked off that small little corner there. Great shot by Sorensen. Now they're going to set it up again. All the time, Maddox to Hoyt again. They're trying it again. One time, big one tee. That number 26 almost jumped that play and had a break going the other direction. Over to Deep. Deep back to Maddox. Shot directly into the middle of that goalie's chest. I think it hit the V in the Wolverines logo. So good pressure, not able to get anything in, but some good pressure, and they controlled the puck in there for about 40 seconds on that power play. So good work. We'll see the PP2 unit come out. Good to see this unit get some practice too. One unit can't do it all. Good job holding it in is Jackson O'Donnell. Bevan giving in some support too. Sutter's there too. Now there's 3-4 kids there. Bevan comes out with it but loses the puck, and now it's back by the Wolves. They just turn and fire it. Gets just past MacKinnon. Havikos can come out and play it. Shovels it over to Tarbert. He backhands it around, and now O'Donnell's there with some support. Up to MacKinnon. This is where we got this play sometime where it seems like nobody wants the puck. Bevan wants it. He'll get there, and let's see what he does with it. Back up top to Tarbert. Tarbert's got some time. MacKinnon, he dances a bit over to O'Donnell. Wolverine still with that passive box. Oh, that goalie did not see that. Good hard shot by MacKinnon. I don't think the goalie's ready for that. Good work by Tarbert to shield it. No, that's Max, and he loses the puck. Good job getting his body in between the puck and the defender, but he's not able to keep the puck in. Now comes out to MacKinnon. Good skate work by MacKinnon, who goes all the way across the ice. Now he's looking for a pass. Shot wide. I think he did get a shot on net. 10 seconds left in the power play. Sutter forgets the puck. Good job by Tarbert holding it in. Back up top, MacKinnon again. Shot blocker save up into the netting, and then MacKinnon gets dumped. So MacKinnon, good hard shift there for about a minute 20, I think it was, on that power play. And they'll actually have the man advantage for one more face-off with odd numbers. Bodine is out there with Purchase and Canapari, King and Coffey on the blue line, and they have the man advantage for what will be probably 5 seconds until they can get that guy in. Coffey takes his time. Canapari looking for somebody to pass to. Purchase passes it into Bodine. Puck is loose. Now it's turned and fired. Back to Coffey. Coffey sends it back into the corner. Good play. To keep it in, Bodine ties it up on the boards. He's got to stay with it. Stays with it. Canapari with some supports. Tied up. 3 Wolverines. Comes out. They win the puck battle, and they're able to get it out. Now here come the Wolverines. 4 Screaming Eagles are back. This kid has a seam score. Not so sure about that. That looked like that kid was an NHL player. Just let that kid skate it all the way in. There was 3 Eagles back. See a replay on that. Yeah, you know, on that play, I think King gave him some space, and Bodine had that middle player tied up. Maybe he didn't realize that, and King was playing for the pass, and there wasn't a pass. That was even came off that kid's stick. I'd have to say that was a fortuitous shot. As it is, it's a goal. 3-2, Screaming Eagles. There's 4 Valor kids back. That was a little peculiar there on that one, but the goal it is, and now it's a 1-goal lead. Cameron Cook, number 17, hits the score sheet. Assist from Logan Smolinski. O'Donnell shakes off one. Gentle pass up to Fisher. Here comes Maddox. Boys look like they're in slow motion. Maddox makes the zone. Back to, tried to go back to Sorensen. Now sent to Fish. Fish turns and just sends it in. Back to Sorensen. He's back behind the net. Back to Maddox. And oh, good work. Stick play by Maddox. Tries to get one backhand, and big Gabe Fisher, not just Gabe Fisher, big Gabe Fisher was right in front of the net. Some good stick play there by Maddox to get it out of harm's way, and he backhanded one. Good play. Now we'll see Baker back out there with Max Sutter and deep. MacKinnon and Gogol on the point. 3-2 lead. And you heard Chris Tarbert say earlier that, oh, good quick shot there by Gogol too. Goalie was, I think, just ready for that. Puck bounces out, deep gets pushed away. Now here comes the Wolverines. They chip it down in. Gogol gets there, sticks cross, the puck bounces up. And this is where they can't seem to get it out. Oh, good job tying it up, and they're going to a cross check on, I'm not so sure. They're calling a cross check on Baker? Baker with the cross check, kind of unnecessary. That said, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything that looked too egregious there, but whatever the case, it's a penalty. Yay. That's Joey's second penalty of the period. No, they're saying that's on Tarbert. I think they got the wrong name. I think that was on Baker. Maybe they'll correct. Oh, yep, they corrected that. That's Joey Baker at the cross check. I didn't see that. But now we got Hoyt and Maddox out there on the penalty kill. Good work by King to try and clog that up. Habakost is going to play that, and that is an ice. I guess that's an ice, yeah, going all the way back the other direction. So 2:53 left in this second period. 1:44 left in the penalty. Maddox will take the faceoff, draws one back. Sorensen was a little turned around, didn't know what he should do with it. Now the puck comes out and sends it in to Maddox. Maddox is go 1-on-5, tries to bounce around one, can't get it in. Some very disorganized hockey there the last minute or so, but now let's see if the Wolverines, they do get it in, stick on it, breaks it up, but O'Donnell's get there. He's got all the time. Good play. Now we got a 2-on-1 going the other way. Here's our pair. Charles Sorensen. Oh no, my goodness gracious. He looks up and the puck went right underneath the stick. He looked up. Didn't know what he was going to do. I would have bet $100 that would have been a goal. And that is, I guess that's an ice. Those guys were battling back there. And holy moly. I would not have expected that. It's exactly the way you draw it up, that 2-on-1. And Maddox passed to Sorensen. And he looked up at the last second. The puck just squeezed underneath his stick. Sutter's out there working with Deep. Faceup's tied up. MacKinnon comes out with it, sends it down in, but now we've got numbers going the other way. Intercepted by Deep. Good play. Deep's just going to send it back down. It's on Nets. He's trying to pad those shots. Oh, the defender loses it, but now he recovers. Good forecheck there by Deep. That's what you say, just the menacing, just get in the way, and it causes them to make some passes, turnovers, and that's what happened. But now the Wolverines have it set up. Shot in the middle of Habakost, and he's going to save it. MacKinnon with a little bit of activity there at the end to push him out of the way. He says, get away from my goalie. We're going to see Maddox go back out there with Gabe. Gabe's going to take that draw back into the corner. He's good at these faceoffs. Back to MacKinnon. 30 seconds left on this penalty kill. Perfect, just like they draw it up. Good job, Gabe. He wins the draw back. Gabe's going to go off, and on comes Sorensen. So we got Sorensen and Charles on the PK now. They make the zone with some speed. This is that kid that scored that relatively light shot from the point earlier, but now the Wolverines are assembled. 9 seconds left. Shot from the point, low one, looking for deflection, bounces out, and just a bouncing puck goes wide. Holy cow. It's kept in. The Wolverines have some pressure, tipped up into the boards. Here they come. Baker's now working with Maddox. A few guys get back. It's shoveled back into the corner. Baker gets there, and I'm worried that was going to be another penalty, but nope, gets called out. Doesn't make the call. Maddox gets around one. Shot in the middle. Baker's there. Good job by Baker hanging around. Baker still working, looking for somebody to pass to, goes all the way up top. Good pass, low shot, looking for a deflection. Baker tries again, centers it to Hoyt. He's got space. Oh, that good job by that kid swimming around with his stick. Score! Good play by Sorensen. I think he saw that goalie was down behind the net, and he shoots it in off the goalie's backside. We got a replay coming up here. That kid with the Superman sprawl for a while. And then Sorensen, deflection off the back. We'll see a great replay from the Shaw Productions back in the net replay cam. Hoyt comes around, kicks it to himself. Oh, and he chips it off the back of the goalie. I think that was an intended and designed play. And Sorensen's now part of the score sheet now with the goal. Good work there. Draws one back by Fisher. Fisher's out there working with Purchase, and oh my goodness, that was a relatively high shot, but now here comes Fisher. He gets by. Purchase is working. Bodine squeezed out in front. Purchase again. Puck comes out. There's Bodine. He's trying to pick it up. Good job by Purchase, and that puck is sent all the way around. They're saying no ice. It's waved off. Wouldn't have rolled down there anyway. Now we've got three Screaming Eagles out. Gabe seals him off, but he falls down, and that will do it. No time on the clock, and that caught me by surprise too, as it is a 4-2 lead. Screaming Eagles after 2 periods. Good insurance goal at the very end by Hoyt Sorensen, who started on one side of the net and couldn't quite get the shot teed up with that kid on the full Superman sprawl out. And Sorensen just with the patience to wait and wait and wait all the way back behind the net, and then finally shoots it in off the back of that goalie, and that's a goal. So as it is, 4-2, Screaming Eagles. A little bit of suspect play there, but some real bright spots too. So Coach G will have a discussion with them in the locker room. 17 more minutes to play for this one. We'll see in about 12 minutes. And we're back. A little bit of a longer break than expected. Refs took a little bit longer than I thought to get back on the ice. Warriors enjoying a 4-2 lead, and the shots through two periods are 28 for the Screaming Eagles versus 13 for the Wolverines. And here we go, going from my left to right are the Screaming Eagles. And that's where they need to put the gas on. As Chris Tarbert said earlier, these Wolverines put up a real nice fight against East. East has been playing pretty good hockey. East won 3-2 last night. So a little bit of an extended NHL style intermission. Be nice to get a couple quick goals, or say a quick goal, at least one. There's definitely some kids on this Wolverine team that can play. But the Screaming Eagles have been very sharp most of their period. And here we go. Gabe Fisher line is out there. Draws one back, controlled. Donald, good stretch pass up to Sorensen. He makes the zone. He's got 4 to go by. Gets by 1. Intercepted. And good job keeping it in. Good stick by Fisher, but he gets sticked off that play. Back down in the corner. Maddox gets there. O'Donnell with some support. Puck comes out. O'Donnell sends it back into Maddox. Wolverines reverse, go the other direction. Oh no, and that's a trip. And just like that, yeah, Hoyt pretty aggressive on that play there, which I'm not so sure was necessary, but because he had 4 guys back, but he got really aggressive. And not only is that a penalty for Sorensen, but he's one of the best penalty killers with that speed and aggressive nature. So we'll try this out with Gabe Fisher and Max Sutter on the PK, and Gogol and McKinnon on the blue line. Draws one neutrally, controlled. McKinnon gets there. He's got plenty of space, and he's going to send it all the way back down. So that penalty is before 1 minute has even elapsed in this period. And now here comes the Wolverines with some speed. Gets past Stutter. A little questionable position. This kid walks all the way in. Backhand. Oh my goodness. That was some, again, questionable penalty kill there. It was like he was playing against no defense. And that puck is loose. Holy moly. Eagles have come out with not much aggression here at all. They do manage to clear that down. 1:20 left on the penalty kill. The Wolverines are going to regroup back behind their net. Deep is out there. Max Sutter's still out there. He intercepts the puck. Wolverines are trying to set something up. 1:09 left. They look through the Wolverines. They make the zone very easily down in the corner. Good stick by King to try and tie it up. And now the Wolverines are going to set up the umbrella. Sent back down into the corner. And this kid's got all kinds of space and time. All the way back up top of the circle. Sneaks in. Shot. Havikov gets on. A puck is loose. It's still loose. And the refs blow that one dead. But that puck was loose. And this reminds me of some of those early games from the Twisted Wrister, where the energy and aggression of the Screaming Eagles just doesn't really seem to be what it was, say, certainly in that game last night in NOCO. 40 seconds left on the PK. Eagles do have a 4-2 lead, but they've come out like they're trying to give them a little bit of help. Puck is sent down in. Good clear. There's Gabe on the check. The goalie leaves it for Gabe Fisher, but he can't quite get there in time. Wolverines are going to try and organize the breakout. 24 seconds left. Looks like maybe they'll have one last rush. They get it in. They send it down in the corner. There's Maddox. He turns and easily sends it all the way back down the length of the ice. 13 seconds left in the penalty. If the Wolverines hustle, they'll get one last rush. Here they go with some speed. Coming up the left side of the ice. Sends it back in. Good job by King laying off that high stick. just out of Coffey's reach. He sends it back down in. Wolverines are able to keep it in, but Sorensen comes back down the ice and he hustles. He's got a break. Good chip by Maddox. He actually helps with the pass to his defender. There's Sorensen. Score! Good job. Sorensen comes out of the box. He had a nice 2-minute breather, and he comes out with some speed. And just like that, Maddox with a nice chip-up pass to him, and it was a pretty fortuitous deflection from a defender that actually helped out and put that puck right on Sorensen's stick. And just like that, there's that insurance, and that went in 7-hole. Looks like he was trying to go wide, but he went in just close to the goalie's body. Canapari out there with Bevan and Tarbert. Draw one by Wolverines. They lose it. That kid was not paying attention. Good forecheck both by Bevan and Tarbert, each on one side. Sent back in. That's a delayed offsides. The boys are going to have to regroup, and they do just that. Now those same two kids are on the forecheck. Good job by Tarbert to break it up. All three offenses there. Good forecheck. Good puck pressure there. Sent all the way back down in. Wolverines, and no Wolverines are anxious to get to it. It's kept in, and they go, and sorry, the ref says that's good. We're still on sides. Wolverines come out with it. They look a little deflated after blowing that power play, and that's going to be iced. Yeah, so the Wolverines had a good opportunity there with the man advantage, and it goes the other direction. They end up giving up a goal. 13:31 left, third period. Bakerline is out there, and he is flanked by Sutter and Deep. And we got King and Coffey on the blue line. Draws one back control. Deep just dumps it back down in. Now the boys need to chase. Puck bounces up, squeaks out of the zones. Corralled by Deep would come back. He loses it, but he stays on his feet. Puck bounces, and he takes a hard body. Puck bounces out to Sutter. He's got Baker with him. Sutter makes the line, tries to go through two. He gets shoved off it. The puck goes deep. Pretty good play, though, to get it in. Baker's there. He's got a couple guys out front. Oh, he just did not look up. At time he does look up to Deep. Score! Good job. Good pass by Baker. Took a little bit of time, but waited just that time. He didn't go to Coffey, and then Deep had snuck in. And there he is. I heard him this afternoon shooting as well. He was shooting again all afternoon, and it pays off. And there's another goal by Deep, Baker to Deep, and that is a 6-2 lead. And just like that, the Screaming Eagles have blown it open. Great play there by Baker. Comes around the net. We'll see Canapari out there now with Purchase and Bodine. And Foy and O'Donnell are on the blue line. Canapari gets booted out of the face-off circle. Draws one in control by Wolverines. O'Donnell intercepts. Bodine on the forecheck. Wolverines break it out. Good body there. Wolverines get it in deep. All the Screaming Eagles are back. Puck squirts out to the top. Off Bodine's stick. He didn't see it. Good job. Good recovery by the Wolverines to play that. Send it back down in. O'Donnell gets back to it. He turns and sends it back to Foy. Little dangerous bounce off of the dasher. Comes to Perch. Up to Canapari. Bodine just tips and deflects it up into the stands for a souvenir for a lucky fan. So 6-2 with quick goal by Sorensen, and then another quick goal by Deep. Fisher lines up there, 12:19 left, third period. Draws one back. MacKinnon, good gentle pass. Oh, score! It's just like that. I think Fisher went for the dump and chase, and the goalie was not ready for that. And we're looking for a replay. I think, let's see, our replay machine seems to have gone down. Whoops, no, it's not that one. See if we can pull that up. Oh, I think it was just a dump by Fish, and just like that, it's 7-2. And a puck is sent down in, and the Wolverines are certainly deflated now after the shorthanded goal, and then that dump and chase goal. So Fisher gets credit for the goal. Good touch pass by Sorensen to Fisher. Fisher back to Sorensen. Sorensen makes the corner, gets tied up in the corner. Fish comes out with it, tries to tee up Maddox. Gogol's going to regroup. 11:35 left, and the Eagles with 3 quick goals. Sent in. Wolverines try and get it out. It's kept in. Good hard hustle by this line. Good stick by Gogol to keep it in, but the Wolverines come out with it. And a good stick by Gogol to break that up, too. Puck kept down in the corner. Some stick battling with it. Save out to Gogol. He takes some body, hard body. Maybe expect to see some physicality here from this team after now the hurt lockers on him now. 7-2. Valor, here comes Maddox. 1-on-4. He's going to stop, reverse, wait for some reinforcements. He's going to now back up, go for a change. Coffey sends it in, and Baker gets it in. Baker now out there with Sutter and deep. This line had a really good goal earlier. Turns and fires right to Sutter. Oh my goodness. Popped right out to him, wide open in front. Deep looking for number 2. Good shot, good quick shot by Deep. This is a shooting gallery now. Coffey goes for one, save. Sutter, shot, score. And just good hard pressure by this line, just fighting. And there's Sutter for another goal. And just like that, that is 4 goals, not even halfway through this period. And just like the last time they played this team with an 8-2 victory, they are now up 8-2. And really putting them on it. And the goals are coming from everywhere. Good hard work by Sutter, just kept banging at the puck. Puck popped up, he banged at it again. 6-goal lead, and now we've got running clock. 10 minutes left in the game. Now is when you just hope that nobody gets hurt. Everyone continues to play on the up and up. Puck is kept in by the Screaming Eagles. Wolverines get it out through the neutral zone. Send it back down. Oh my goodness, a weird break right out in front. Great stick by King. Holy moly, what a stick by King to break that up. Haverkost had gone back behind the net to play that, and it hit the, I don't know if it's a glass or what, and just kicked straight out front of the net. And the puck popped right out to one of those Wolverines. And good back check by King to break that up. Baker's out there with Bodine and Purchase. Coffey wins it, spins around his own net. Off the board, sent back up. Doesn't quite make it down. Bodine gives chase. Number 20 with some speed, winds around the net. The Screaming Eagles, number 20. Puck pops out. Lazy play by this kid. Oh my goodness. Bodine passes to Baker, and I think it was a little bit too far out in front of him. I'm not sure. It took forever to set up, and he still had a look at it. Purchase sends it in. Baker dances around one, tries to go through another kid, and that's too much stick handling. Now here comes the Wolverines going the other way. Kid with all this speed, shot, and that puck is loose. Oh my goodness, it squirted. And that play is blown dead. I don't think the ref saw where that was, but that puck was loose. This game's getting a little bit lazy. You can see the Wolverines definitely look deflated. They're not playing nearly as hard as they were earlier. And now you have the Screaming Eagles kind of trying to keep hitting the score sheet. O'Donnell off the board. They still haven't worked on that. The Screaming Eagles haven't worked on that nice set play off the face-off. The the go play, if you will. And oh, good chip there by Maddox. Tries to shoot another one, looking for that third goal. Pops out to Foy. Good play there. Good shot by Foy. Good save by the goalie. Wolverines managed to clear. Number 26 is hustling more than anybody else on the team. Good try to get there. 7:24 left in the game. And again, it's been all Eagles this third period. Screaming Eagles, I should correct. Draws sent back down into the corner. Sutter tries to get there, and deep with some support. Puck pops out. Not kept in by Foy. Wolverine kid shovels it out right on net. Habakkos plays it over to O'Donnell. He takes some body, squirts out front. Good touch pass from Foy. Good job. Sutter up to Baker. Baker tries to go around one, sends it down in the corner. Now it's just cleared up by the Wolverines, and that will be an ice. Clock continues to run. 6:29-28. 8-2 Valor. And as mentioned, you want to just get this game over without anybody getting hurt. Canapari in the faceoff circle, working with Bevan and Tarbert. Draws sent down in the corner. Tarbert gives battle. Good. Tarbert comes out. Did good pass back to his legs. A centering pass, but nobody was there. Back to McKinnon. Now Gogol's going to wind. Good job. Back to McKinnon. He surveys. Gets it up to Bevan. He'll tip it back in, and now he'll give chase. Bevan always so good on that chase when the puck goes into the O-zone. Gets some good support from Canapari. Canapari battling with Bevan down in there. Puck comes out. Now it's sent back up. Good job by Gogol keeping it in. He gets a shot on goal. Gloves it down to himself. Gets another shot on goal. Wolverine have some time, and they're able to get it out. Good job by Tarbert popping back into Gogol's position. Tarbert leaves it back there for McKinnon. He takes some body, was able to get it out. Sent back down in. Gogol's back there in his defensive spot to play it. He's going to send it off the boards out into the neutral zone, and it's chipped back in by the Wolverines, laid off sides, and here comes McKinnon with some speed. Canapari is going to wait. Picked up by Bodine. He loses it. Nope. Canapari, good little pass up to Perch. Now Canapari is going to bring it in. He's got 1-on-3. And that's a penalty. And now the boys will go on a power play, and that's a hold. 4:44, and that clock will continue to run. And they'll send the PP2 unit out there. Sutter in the face-off circle. Sent all the way back around. The Wolverines managed to clear it. 4 minutes left, 4:10 left in the game. 1:52 on the power play. Donald brings it up with some speed. Little cross-ice pass to his partner McKinnon, and Bevan had come in off sides. And he's unable to stay on side, so we'll go for in neutral zone face-off here. 3:50 left in the game. 1:28 left. The power play running clock. Sutter gets banged off that. McKinnon plays it back over to Tarbert. Tarbert sends it in. Wolverine goalie's going to play it back behind the net. Back to Tarbert. Tarbert sets it up. Good pass. Bevan up top to McKinnon. McKinnon straight into a shin pad. Good hustle by that Wolverine to get past, and he does make it there. Good support from McKinnon, though. Man, that number 26 was good hustle there. He wouldn't have thought that he thought that it was an 8-2 deficit right now, and now a new set of skaters comes on the ice. There's King over to Purchase. Purchase, oh, that's dangerous. That could have been knee on knee. Fortunately, nobody gets hurt. Coffey sends it to Canapari. Canapari with some speed. Good cross-ice pass, but that's in Purchase's boots, and he's unable to corral it. Purchase on the forecheck, spins all the way back around to King. King's going to set it up over to Purchase. Down low, good shot, good low shot, looking for a deflection. Fished out, and now the boys are going to clear it all the way back around. 2:30 left in the game and 10 seconds left in the power play. Coffey, maybe one last chance, sends it up to King. He makes the zone. Drop pass to Purchase. Purchase gets sealed off. Tries to pass to Bodine. Kid tries to blow up Bodine and actually blows up his own guy. Purchase tries to body. Bodine tries to body, and let's just try and make sure nobody gets hurt. 2 minutes left in the game. Power play is now over. Coffey's going to wind it back up for another go at it. Sticks it up to Baker. Baker's out there still working with Sutter. Bodine's still on the ice. Boys can't get it out. Sutter stood up. Wolverines menacing. Puck goes wide. Kicks all the way back to the side. Bodine tries to chop it out. Doesn't get it out. 1:30 left in the game. Some bodies. Sandwich up. Baker fishes it out. Baker's got 2 to beat. Goes wide. Tries to stick handle around one, and puck comes loose. 1:18 left in the game. Puck tied up by Sutter along the boards. 1 minute, 7 left in the game. Puck is tied up. Not so sure why Sutter's just tying it up. Could just kick it down into the corner, I suppose, but does burn off some time. 55 seconds left in the game. So we'll take a face-off here. Running clock, so I suppose it doesn't matter if it was necessarily tied up. 38 seconds left. Maybe one more face-off. Sent back down in. Floyd gets a little bit of pushing and shoving. They're trying to get one last rush. Good job by 26 to spin it around. Could have been a penalty, but we've got 20 seconds left in the game. Stick to side by the goalie. Sutter tries to get it out. Good job by Deep. One sticking it out. Tries to get it up to Baker. Sent all the way back down in. And this will do it. 2-1, and that is game. So what started as a pretty close contest is no contest by the time the game is over. And turns out to be the same exact score as the last time the Screaming Eagles played against the Wolverines. It was close early. Screaming Eagles pulled away. Some sloppy goalie play there on the Wolverines side. He played so good that goalie at the beginning of the game, and then a couple bad bounces towards the end. As it is, an 8-2 win. We will be back with you next weekend, next Friday, the 26th, 5:25, might be 6:25, and then Friday's game, 6 o'clock versus Vista, and 5:25 versus the Raiders on Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday night. Thanks for joining us for this call.